Okay. You withheld information from me. Why? If I didn't withhold anything, or at least I didn't mean to.
Okay, so you are a member of the very big circus, right?
No, I mean, yes, but no. I'm not really a member. I'm still new. That's irrelevant. You're still a member. Hey! Oh,
Let's try again. Why didn't you tell us?
why didn't you tell us? Because it would have looked so suspicious. Me being a performer in the circus show, and me being friends with Bronco. I thought that if anyone found out, nobody would believe I was innocent. Not even you, Kay. I thought I made it clear that I believe in you. But when you stare at me like that, I get so terrified. You're a real smooth operator, aren't you, Mars? Any other client scaring tips you want to share? You're really not helping, Fender. And at this rate, it sounds like we really will need to question him about everything all over again.
So what do you do at the circus, Simeon? Simon?
Yeah. I'm an animal tamer. Kind of. I'm still learning the ropes.
That sounds cool. Do you get to train lions and tigers and bears and stuff?
Lions, tigers, bears. Oh my! No. I work with this little guy. Look pretty tame already to me. So you're not exactly a tamer. More like one of those old-timey organ grinders. Huh. Not now, money. I'm trying to. Oh, you little scam. Something tells me it's the organ grinder who's being monkeyed around. When we spoke to you before, you said you work at a company. I was telling you the truth. The circus really is a company. We all have titles and everything. The ringmaster's the CEO, and I guess you called me a gopher. I even have a line manager. She head of the animal taming department. It's part of the showbiz division. She's such an inspiration. There isn't a creature in the world she couldn't convince to do her bidding. Huh, even Miles here. I like to see somebody whip him into shape. I'm not some kind of creature, Panda. So this line manager, was she working with you on the show? Yes, it was just us two. It wasn't all that big of a job compared to what we normally do. She's usually the one performing on stage. I just do all the monkey work. But I did have a bit part this time. So only two members of the circus are relevant to this case. Alright, talk me through your movements here at the facility. Sure, I came to see Bronco at around noon, 2 days ago. And that was when you brought him the chess set? Yes, and that same evening, I started work on setting up the stage in the yard. It was so hard, I had to haul everything in by myself. They let us use one of the rooms in the prison for storage. Workshop A, I think. Oh, Workshop A, where Nike's body was found. Ada barang bawa tadi, gimana itu petanya? Iya. Okay. No, not this. Where's the map? Oh, this map. In here. Iya. Katanya di situ beda penyimpanan barangnya. Sirkusnya beda, disuruh bawa ke sana. Tapi berat ke beda. Jadi dia bilang dia bawa sesuatu yang berat ke sana menyimpan.
You mean You mean your boss didn't help you?
Oh no, I could never ask her to shelf all that stuff around like I said. The monkeys worked my job. Once it was all set up, we did a run through, and it must have been, midnight by the time I left. The next morning, I was back and ready for the show, which started at 8 am. Then we performed till 10. So Mr. Sen was the only one of the pair to have entered the room where the body was found. Next body was found immediately after the show ended. Damn. Do you have any idea why you were arrested? And why so quickly? I've never seen a guy get booked so fast. Surely even Lil Winner wouldn't just pull somebody in on a hunch. Never underestimate the power of an underdeveloped intellect. I think I might know why. When I was moving all the stuff, I went to go see how he was doing. Bronco, I mean. You went to the holding cells on your own? Tell me you had permission. No, it wasn't a formal visit or anything. So I just sort of snuck over and hoped no one stopped me. But you just seen him earlier that same day. Why take the risk? I've known him since we were kids, when both of us were all alone. He doesn't have any family, you see. Just like me. I know he'd be feeling lonely, that he wants somebody to talk to, so I had to go see him. You don't have any family? For a while I had my dad, but he passed away when I was a little kid. Losing one's father as a child. I know that pain all too well.
He's just like you and me, Mr. Edgeworth.
That's very nice. It's just like you and me. There was nobody else nearby when you went to see him. No, the other holding cells were empty, and I didn't see any guards. Heh, well, somebody must have seen you, or you wouldn't be in there. Oh no. I messed up so bad, didn't I? So the assumption is that something happened while the two were alone together. At least I imagine that would be Winner and Judge Gable's thinking. In any case, I think we'll need to speak to your boss next. Last I heard, she's supposed to be around today too, somewhere in the yard. Tell her I'm sorry, won't you? I'm so sorry. I can't believe I let this happen.
Sure thing, Simon. We're here for you. If there's anything else we can do, just say the word.
But, I mean, there's nothing I can do for you in return.
You don't have to worry about that. We're friends. We know what it's like to be in your shoes. We're all part of the same club after all. Same club after all. Right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Unfortunately so, I'm afraid. Lagi ke papa. Begitu meninggal bapaknya. Thank you for sharing such personal details with us. By the sound of it, you had little reason to kill Knight. If anything, you're the one most affected by his passing. And what's more, I simply don't believe a person as gentle as you is capable of murder. Rest assured, we believe you, and we will get you out of here. Well, what do we have here? A ghost darn defense attorney. That's what. Bravo, big guy. I can't believe I'm saying it, but you even reminded me of your old man for a moment there. I did? From the Book of Gregory, an attorney is a friend of the friend to the friendless. Simeon, me bucko. This guy will suffer any hardship for your friendship. Things are gonna be cheaply amazing. I didn't realize Talk Like a Pirate Day had come early this year, Fender. But that's just the thing, you never know when a pirate will strike next. Anyway, kid, you want some candy? No thanks, I don't like sweet stuff. Oh, bummer.
I wouldn't mind a nice ship myself. A great tips, Jillian, for villain for the third Pirate K. Yahar! My heart is... My heart is... We'll sail the seven seas together and climb the greatest treasure of all. True!
Shiver me timbers, you two will be the death of me. Come on, let's set sail for the prison yard. But no sea shanties on the way, please.
Look! The shutters open!
That's the way out to the yard, I believe.
Let's go take a look. Come on, what are you waiting for?
Huh, someone's excited. So this is the famous yard. The circus performance was taking place here just before the body was discovered.
Check it out! It's like the backdrop to some epic festival.
Most of the prisoners were assembled here when the body was discovered, which means that anyone who saw the show has an alibi. What's the map saying? Yeah. Oh, this is the yard. Okay. Got it. Okay.
Stop hitting me! Help, Mr. Edgeworth!
Sis, and this is you, beast.
Somebody! Ouch! Help! Oh, me!
Stay, Asia. Stay.
Who's that? Oh, you found a new friend to play with. Good for you, girl. Play with? You're 11 nearly at me. At me. No way. She'd never do anything like that. Asia doesn't even bite. At least not very often.
So she does have a taste for human flesh.
How did you like meeting a real live 11 up close? Aren't you glad you did? Yeah, glad I didn't die. But you did have fun, right?
There, sweetie. Don't cry. She had a wonderful time, didn't you, Kay? Don't mislead the poor girlfriend there.
She did? Oh, I'm so happy.
Here, let me make it up to you. How about a hug? Keep your tongue to yourself.
Hehehe. Oh, another new friend. Isn't this just the best day ever?
I am Associate Defense Attorney, Miles Edgeworth.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I haven't even introduced myself. I'm Regina. It's so nice to meet you. I'm Kay, Great Chief Extraordinary, and Mr. Associate Defense Attorney's Great Associate.
This self-introduction brought to you by the word convoluted.
And your elephant's newest friend is Mr. Fender, the defense attorney. Oh, she's not just an elephant. That's Asia, the Asian elephant. Asia stopped the second you told her to. You really have a way with animals, Regina. Well, I wouldn't be much of an animal tamer if I didn't. What? So you're Simon's boss? That's right, Regina Berry, head of the animal taming department, Showbiz division, very big circus. It's so lovely to meet all of you.
Pleasure's all ours, Mademoiselle. Name's Eddie Fender. I'm a bit of an ace attorney. So much for whipping me into shape.
Yes, she's perfect.
What are you muttering to yourself about, Kay?
That's positivity. That's positivity. That charisma. That's a charisma. That energy. Regina, you'd make a perfect partner in crime for the creative Yatagarasu. Creative? That sounds like fun. My animals and I have stolen the spotlight quite a bit in our time. That's one thing we don't want to steal. Gotta keep it on the down low. Old stealthy ninja life. But where's the fun without a show? The down low sounds like it might get me down. Bummer. I think we've got a fundamental difference of opinion going on here.
It would indeed appear that negotiation have broken down. Maybe next time, Kay?
Well, Mr. Edward, let's get cracking. Too bad we can see much of what's beyond that metal fence. Talk.
Indeed, and we're in sore need of information in addition to evidence. Therefore, we shall make an effort to talk with any person of interest as well. Alright, let's go. Oh, you. Nah, better. A simple, sturdily built well. I wonder if it was the work of the prisoner.
Somebody's left a bunch of tools lying around. There's a long piece of rope and a pretty heavy looking weight. Let's see, it weighs 30 pounds. Oh, and there are some pulleys too.
Okay, can you stop touching everything inside?
Ah, come on. It's not like what I was gonna take anything.
What exactly were they being used for, I wonder? Chair. This chair must have been for the audience.
Wow, a pity. I pity whoever had to put them all away.
Really? Why?
Huh? You've clearly never had to fold up a bunch of boring chairs before, huh?
Not personally. I've told other people to do it though.
Come on, Mr. Edward, you gotta roll up your sleeves and help out once in a while.
Once in a while.
Once in a while.
No see. No che, see. Once in a while.
Oh, once in a while.
Yep. I'll consider it.
Mr. Attorney, sir, and how are you today, if you don't mind me asking? Today? We just talked to you earlier, Mr. Shahwit. Oh heavens, I do apologize. Apologize. Ever since I came to call this place home, I've been working on my interpersonal skills, you see?
In order to be as annoying as possible?
I'm currently helping out with this circus show stage, tear down and clean up. But if you have need of me, I'll do my utmost to help. I'm just chipping in and doing what I can. Model prisoner that I am. Yes, my stay in this prison has seen me reborn. The Frank Shahwit you see before you is a changed man. A changed man?
A chance man who now targets the recently deceased?
No, you misunderstand. That was just a moment of madness. A moment of madness? Ah, you're a
Disgrace.
disgrace to all thieves everywhere. You're right, of course. I can deny it. I still have a long way to go.
As a thief?
Anyway, as you can see, I have a shiny new bracelet now. So is the strike and narrow for me? Like I say, I'm a moral prisoner.
No, not that a real model prisoner would need to keep telling me that. Occasional training.
I'm doing everything I can to prepare for my eventual return to society. Society. Yeah, you even skipped the show to focus on your training, didn't you?
That's right. Only 2 inmates were absent, Shahwit and Canis. Why didn't you tell us about Mr. Canis sooner?
Ah, that. Look. I don't think there's an inmate in this prison would talk about him if they didn't have to. He is, well, you could say he's the real one in charge around here. Charge.
Charge.
You didn't hear it from me, but well, I guess it comes with being the fixer. The
fixer?
Yes, anything you need, he can get it for you. But how does he get away with it? I'm not sure, but he's the only one who does. I heard he has a secret way of getting things into the facility.
I imagine being the fixer affords Canis certain privilege.
No, that I concern. Oh, not that. I concern myself with such thing anymore. Of course, I'm far more interested in perfecting my mudpack application technique.
And what are these mudpack exactly?
They're a special type of mud treatment, rich with minerals. It works wonders on their coats. I've been practicing on the animal here in the prison. I hope to treat them all eventually.
Speaking of mud, that reminds me of a certain piece of evidence. Maybe I shall try presenting it to you. Okay? What is something related to math? Maybe I didn't have it. That must be it. Yeah, maybe I didn't have it. Let's search a little bit. This must be the stage for the show.
Do you think people would be interested in a great thieving
Yeah,
thieving show?
tayo ka thief ta. Ventura, David Ventura. Candeso ka dito. I'm sure the police will be very eager to attend. What's up? Who doesn't love a good circus performance, eh? A foray into the realm of fantasy. If the performance is good one, it can certainly be entertaining, yes. Man, I'm getting pumped just thinking about it. A chance to escape reality. However, grief can often be a powerful tonic. You got that right? Doesn't it just make you wanna hug something? Like the circus? Holding a show here right in the shadow of the fence that keeps disguising. Guess the magic of the big top is enough to make them forget that they're in the same boat as the animals. The fence. I suppose I should examine it too. It is part of the facility after all. Well, we missed the show, but we've still got the stage and all this other stuff to check out. That's right, I should look over the show set and equipment just in case something useful turns up. Chat over, huh? You don't exactly give a guy a lot to work with, Miles. Kid's really something, huh? Wish I still had a 10 of her starry-eyed look. I suppose that's because her head seems to be up in the clouds, right? She's so above it all that no one dares to go against her. But she doesn't have need to crack the whip with the animals. The eyes go from starry to steely, and suddenly it's sit, stay. I can think of somebody who very much enjoyed cracking the whip. You can, huh? Sounds like a real piece of work. Come on, Melisarina, spill the beans. Melisarina. Trust me, Fender. One crack of her whip, and you'll be running for the courthouse doors. Alright, let's check it out. A wicker basket, or rather, a cart, given the wheels.
Oh, smells like animals.
I suppose they must have been using it to move things around.
Hey, wouldn't it
Wouldn't it?
wouldn't it be fun to hop in and race it down a hill? Oh, you know what else would be fun? Racing down a hill on office chairs.
Where did any of that come from?
Hey,
Who are you shouting at?
puns like this usually
Usually.
usually have goldfish in them, right? I want to see if they come say hello.
I only see water striders.
Hey, water striders are cool. They can walk on water like ninjas. Whoosh, whoosh. Man, I wish I could do that.
So much for the goldfish. Danger, high voltage.
I never saw one of this in real life. This in real life. Hey, this must be the fabulous garden outside the warden's office over there.
Yes, Warden Lagarde mentioned being able to see it from her window on the detention center. Wish this dumb metal fence wasn't in the way, though. I thought it was all one big yard. Given how protective the warden seemed of her little bit of earth, I imagine it's to keep riffraff like us out. So maybe the warden can be the killer, because if you can see here, warden's office, this is the jungle we talk about. The warden can go here to the close to the yard and oh no, not yet. Sorry. Wrong cow. Hey, wait a minute. Holding cells. Nah, not yet. I still haven't got a clue. An Asian elephant named Azia, and one of the very big circus's many animals. She certainly seemed to be very fond of petting humans, based on what we've seen. Well, most humans. You can't just glare.
You can't just glare at her like that, Mr. Edgeworth. She'll think you're trying to show her who's boss.
Are you telling me she thinks I'm one of her kind?
No, just that she respects you, I guess. I guess.
How comforting. Man, I didn't have any logic in right now. This door appears to be locked.
Want me to open it? Can't go guarantee anything, but I'll certainly give it a try.
No, if you deem it necessary, we will simply ask for the key.
Spoil sport! That could have been my chance to shine.
You're free to shine somewhere else, but you'll not make an audience out of me. Okay, can you let me? Not only. Oh, nothing. I can go up there. Okay. Get ready. We're gonna talk to her. If you're the head of the animal taming department, you must be Mr. Saint's boss.
That's right. My dad founded the very big circus. But he passed away. He was murdered. Murdered.
Lagi murder.
No.
Dibunuh.
Oh, dibunuh.
Yeah, it was in the first game case. The part 2, the what again? It Justice for All. Yes, it's Attorney Justice for All, I think.
I'm sorry to hear that. But we have a new ring master now, and he's made the circus bigger and better than ever. He's such a nice man, and he was a good friend of my dad's too. Wow, that's great! Lucky you. I know, right? It was his idea to set up departments like animal taming, magic, and ventriloquy. Only animal taming and ventriloquy have more than one person right now. But the very big circus is getting bigger and better day by day. Sounds like you guys are really going places.
They're getting on well. I'll leave them to it. Can you tell me about the show?
Ah, it's a wonderful thing. It even has a story. And not just any story. It's a love story. Isn't that, Jamie?
Sounds like a regular riot. So who's the star of the show? Let me guess. You?
No, silly. Silly. That would be Asia. And she falls in love with none other than Regents the tiger. It's a heart-rending saga of forbidden interspecies romance.
Wow, Nelly. I've heard of odd couples, but that takes the biscuit.
And that's not all. There's a love triangle too. A triangle too. It's so romantic. That sounds pretty incredible. Huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
So the elephant is the heroine? I suppose there's a first time for everything. And who's the third wheel?
Oh, that would be the big old Minnie who tries to tear our star-crossed lovers apart. Oh, what animal? Ooh, what animal do you think it is, Mr. Edgeworth?
Given that it's a circus, perhaps a lion?
I think a raven would be cool, like the Yatagara Zoo. Nope, it's a sneaky monkey.
That certainly lowered the stakes. So, Raven itu kayak gagak. Nggak, Raven itu kayak gagak, tapi lebih liar. Dia lebih di hutan, lebih tebal bulu. Bukan gagak kota, gagak hutan, gagak liar.
Oh, you mean money, right? Not okay. The role of the monkey is played by Simon. Money's far too small to play against Asia and Regent. Silly. Anyway, the evil villain, the evil villain tries to tear Asia and Regents apart. What will become of the fated to some? It's so exciting, isn't it? Wow, it sure is.
So, Mr. Sane was more than just the little helper he claims to be.
Poor Simon, it would be terrible if he couldn't perform with us anymore.
Can you tell me about how you set things up for the performance?
Oh, that's not really my area. Simmons took care of all the lifting and carrying. He's such a sweetie. He's over to do everything by telling me to concentrate on the show. I did see him doing something near the 12 tower.
Well, itu kan sumo. Well, I recall seeing one behind the stage. I shall examine it in more detail.
You should have seen him moving to slack huge cages around all by myself. He's a total hero. Oh yeah, sounds like something he would do.
Weeping all the while.
He was going back and forth between the yard here and some sort of workshop with all the equipment. The prison gave us special permission to use it for storage. But he was the only one who went down there. So I don't know much more than that.
The workshop must be the one where Nike's body was found. I guess this confirmed that Mr. Sen was the only performer to have gone into Workshop 8.
Well, this sucks. We're getting is information that was against us. You have to help Simon, Mr. Attorney. We're all counting on you. Just leave it to us. He may not look it, but Mr. Edgeworth knows how to get things done.
And what exactly is he may not look it supposed to mean? There you are. Oh,
There you are. Regina, cupcake! Oh, Warden Legward! I've been simply dying to sit you down for a chat, you exquisite little thing.
what the? Okay. Where's the well? Oh, not yet. Let's talk to the girl. Get ready. Do you mind if I ask a little about the prison?
Oh, not at all. This place is my pride to enjoy my home. Sure, it was a prison when I first arrived, and it was awful and utter disgrace. Awful?
Awful? I suppose you mean the prisoners were unruly.
I most certainly do not. There's Angel, every one of them, and they always have been. No, it was the ambience that was awful. I fretted, I brooded, and then it hit me. The animals. If anyone could brighten up the place, it was them. It is nice having them around. Isn't it just? And how? And now look at my fabulous little family. Fabulous little family. Why, my darling Frankie is the very picture of rehabilitation.
Except when he's rifling through that man's pocket. So sad.
We have so many success stories among the family, but darling Frankie really is a marvel. He's thrown himself into his vocational training and is always the first to volunteer for everything. What? And your other model prisoners don't do that? Oh, of course they do, my dear. Of course, they're all such giants, such doers. It's just that Frankie, let's just say he knows what's good for him.
What exactly does she mean by that?
Anyway, he's a very good boy, so you try to be nice to him, won't you? Loud, soaring music, great living animals, the very big circus truly has it all. And everybody who comes here gets to see it once a month. Really? In that case, let me see.
She better not be thinking of something to confess to. This monthly show, is it always performed by the very big circus?
But of course, sweetie, I'm Regina's biggest fan. That girl's my little princess, my superstar. She's so wonderfully talented. Yes, she is. And she's so adorable, so sweet. I could just gobble her right up. You're not lying when you say you're her biggest fan. Ha! You're her biggest fan. Huh? Which is why I'm worried about her. So worried. It's all because of poor Simon, you see? If he's found guilty, why darling Regina will be devastated. So You simply must make sure that doesn't happen. Mr. Lawyer, please, I'm begging you. If there's anything I can do to help you clear up this awful misunderstanding, you let me know.
We done checking everything. There's something I need to show him, but what is it? Huh. Some math thing. Math. Is really not. Oh man, how can I be so stupid? This one, no. Math. Like the Shahid first hand. Piece of cash, secure, cannot touch. Okay, nothing here. But couldn't find anything. I make show him everything right now. Oh no, not this too. What the hell should I show him? Oh.
What do you mean? I haven't done anything wrong.
You're acting very suspiciously for someone who's done nothing wrong.
Do hire you?
You mean, how dare you, I assume? It's not exactly today difficult to push his button. Okay. Oh, no, nothing. What is it? What should I show you? Nothing right now, I guess. Let's just see here again. Oh.
I can't believe I missed out.
On what exactly?
The show, the show, I always want to be in the circus. I mean, I even have an escape egg that will drive the crowd totally wild and everything.
Ah yes, I got lost, I'm sure.
Well, I've got an in with Regina now, so let's wrap this case up lickety split. Because I'm gonna start in the next show if it's the last thing I do. Come on, the quicker we investigate, the quicker we'll be done.
Alright. Mr. Shahid.
Being a pet stylist kinda sounds like fun. Hey, Mr. Edward, want me to give you a mud pack?
Do I want you to cover me in filth? No, I do not.
Oh, don't be like that. Look, we even have a rubber glove. It's a sign.
Okay, stop playing with evidence at once. The mud on the rubber glove.
What's the matter? Did I go too far?
Not all. In fact, that was very helpful.
What? But I didn't. I mean, glad to be of service.
Seems that Mr. Shahwit has some explaining to do. Alright, I got a clue.
It's the rubber glove I dropped.
Should care to explain why it's so dirty?
Oh, of course. This mud, mud from one of the pet treatments I've been practicing. I was giving one of the animals a mud pack right when the incident happened.
I see. Around what time would this have been?
Let's see, the show had already started, so around 10 a.m., 9 a.m. perhaps. The thing is, the more mud I applied, the more in the zone I got, and the darker the animal's fur become. There's no trench quiet like the trench one enters when one slaughters an animal with thick black mud.
I think the stress of prison might getting to him.
Of course, it's all thanks to the warden that we have access to such wonderful distraction. I'm eternally grateful, truly I am. Regina, darling, you put on the most splendid show for us yet again. The stage, the stars, and you in particular. My princess, it was simply divine. Haha, that's so nice of you. I hope everybody else who watch enjoy it too. About that, dear, I'm afraid I have something awful to confess. There were some upsets, you see.
He must mean Canis and Sahwi.
We were the three members short. Unbelievable. I know. How will you ever forgive me? Forgive me.
I'm sorry, but you're saying 3 inmates didn't attend the show?
That's right, sweetie. I counted the seats myself. 1, 2, 3, no show. And I always make sure there are enough seats for everybody. But Mr. Edgeworth, that's not right, is it?
Indeed, as far as we were aware, Mr. Canis and Mr. Sahwit were the only ones not present. This doesn't add up. Who is the third missing prisoner, and what were they doing? It seems we need to investigate further.
Oh, I was enjoying my chat with the Regina so much. I almost forgot. I must feed the little one.
Little one?
What's that?
Oh, Azia. No?
What's because
Yes.
yaks? Wait. Alligator? You're looking as adorable as always, Ellie, my sweet. Oh, she's so pretty, and what a cute name. Yes, Ellie the alligator. Isn't she a darling? She's my favorite, aren't you? Yes, you are. I'm so jealous. Can I pet her? Of course, princess, of course.
Boy, howdy. These two were made for one another. They look like they'll be busy for a while.
Maybe we should go back inside the prison and check the cell.
Yes, let's. Perhaps we can find a clue there as to who our third missing prisoner might be. Okay, 3 orang dah hadir beda di acara
Sirkusnya.
sirkus ini. Padahal di tahunnya hanya 2, yang botak sama itu yang
Kanis and
Syahwit.
Syahwit.
Sir, we are finally caught up with you. Oh, come here. Detective, you're not needed elsewhere? No, the judge and the kid aren't here yet. Oh, and I got your message. So you searched the victim's cell? Did you manage to turn anything up? You struck gold, sir. Well, blood anyway. It was right there on the floor. Only in tiny specks though, but at least it's something.
Yeah, it proves that the holding cell was the scene of the crime, right?
Not quite. It proves a possibility, but it's not conclusive yet. I thought you said it, sir, which is why I ordered some follow-up work. I asked Forensic to analyze the blood and see if it matches the victims. They're on it as we speak.
Nice work, Gummy. You took of everything.
Detective, I must say I'm impressed. Did you hit your head or something? Gee, you don't look so surprised, sir. I just hope things continue to go in our favor. Katanya ada darah sedikit. Dilihat. Iya. Yang kotor dilihat dan akan dikasih lumino. Coba apakah ada jejak darah? Karena biar darah saya dihapus, bisa lihat jejaknya. Alrighty, so that's proof that the murder happened in the detention center. And for our next trick,
we'll find out how that dog got over there.
don't worry, you can leave that one to me. Until the kid and his chaperone get here, we've got the whole prison to ourselves, which is why I brought my secret weapons along.
Secret weapons?
That's right, a few tools of the trade that have helped me bust more than a few cases wide open. Behold, the 7 secret weapons of Dick Gumshoe, as detective extraordinaire. Well, I don't know about you, crazy cat, but I'm sold. Miles? Very well, detective. We'll try using your secret weapon. You got it, sir. Let me run you through the list. Secret weapon number 1, my trusty old metal detector. If it's made of steel, silver, or scrap, little guy right here will find it. So it detects metal. Very good, detective. Next up, secret weapon number 2, missile. Everyone's favorite crime-fighting canine. You can track pretty much any sand you put in front of it, especially food. He sure is a lot cuter than Mr. Canis though. And now for secret weapon number 3. Where do I put it? Aha! Am I one snapshot of a skull, or is that a fishing rod? Don't tell me you're going fishing for clues. No, I mean, I just happen to have it with me, is all. I see. Well, onwards and upwards, detective. Let's see what else you have. That's all she wrote, sir. Gummy, you're 4 secret weapons short of your soap.
Gummy, you're four secret weapons short of your so-called 7. And one of them was a fishing rod.
Sorry, but that's all for today, okay? I'll show the rest next time. Why do you think I call them secret? Guy can just go sharing everything at once. That's crazy. In that case, then I suppose the 3 you deign to reveal to us will have to do for now. Alright, which one do you want to try? Fishing rod. Let's give that fishing rod a try. You got it, sir. There's a pond in the prison. We may find something helpful lurking in the depths. Yes, sir. Leave it to me. Ah! What's the matter, detective? You're not gonna believe this, sir, but I had something big for a moment, and then it took off with the bait and my fishing line. There's a real whopper looking in those waters. Come to think of it, there's an alligator looking in that pond. Detective, you realize we're done just the secret keseruan pancing itu tadi, pancing tadi dilupai kalau ada buaya di situ. fish pond. Fish rod, ya, fish rod itu ya pancing tadi. Beberapa pakai karena kira mau dipakai di sini, ternyata dipakai dia di situ kan. Yang ada buayanya. Gitu lah. Looks like the fishing rod would be much used, sir. Let's try something else. Okay, metal detector again. The metal detector seems promising. Come right up, sir. I'll just crank the old girl up, and away we go. Is everything alright, detective? Looks like I should have brought a spare battery. Oof, that's not gonna be much help. Sorry, sir. Looks like you're not detective. You got it, sir. Hey, missile. Here, boy.
Oh, he really can.
Oh, but you guess it can. Oh.
Oh, he really can.
So, what are we tracking? We're trying to find out how Mr. Canis dog got to the holding cell in the first place. I suspect the same route was used to bring Knight's body back to the prison. So we give the Pooch a sniff of the body, and he'll find that route for us.
It's okay.
Does anyone else smell something sweet? All I smell is the odor of blood. It's faint, but there's almost like cake, maybe? No way. I suspect this guy.
Why?
That smell. I suspect Mr. Fender because Mr. Fender almost gave Simeon a candy. And Gamsu smells something sweet here.
Oh, ada macam
Manis ya. Ya biasa kok. Okay. Yeah, I think. If I'm right, I'm gonna be so happy. Why would the body smell of a cake? Okay, Missile, get noseful. Here we go. Follow that dog.
Simmons maybe?
That's the way to Simon. Simon kan orang kita percaya. He's headed for maximum security.
He's going on in.
Then we'll just have to follow after him. This is Kanai's cell. Though the man himself is absent, it seems. Is he meeting with someone in the visitor's room?
Do you think Miso's on to something?
Shh! Look like maybe he is.
Oh. No. Why?
Is there something here? Let's get snooping, Miss.
Let's get snooping, Mr. Edgeworth.
This cake, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I thought it was Mr. Pen. Tea and rice cracker. Mr. Canis clearly doesn't like for comforts.
I can think of worse ways to spend my time in jail than drinking tea and playing chess. I thought this was maximum security, not maximum comfort. How to come in it? Nobody else gets the special treatment.
Complaining to me isn't going to help. Perhaps you could take it up with the man himself?
Yikes!
Yeah.
Yikes! No thanks.
Oh, this bell maybe.
Look, Mr. Edgeworth, that chisel on the floor, a bit smaller than the others.
I'm no woodworker, but perhaps it's an all-purpose one that can be used in a pinch, regardless of the job.
An all-purpose pocket chisel. Makes sense. Always nice when your tools are useful and easy to carry.
Is that your opinion as a thief?
Nope, it's my opinion as a great tea.
I'll walk into that one. Mr. Khan's chisels everyone a potential murderer.
Hey, hey, huh,
Huh.
huh. That reminds me of something. The furrows in your brow when you frown, it looks like somebody took a chisel to your forehead. Dahi.
I have no idea what you mean.
See? They're so deep. Don't tell me you don't see it, Mr. Wood carving face.
Have you quite finished? Okay, what do I check again? Oh, what's this? Oh, nothing. Let's check. Yeah. Mr. Khan's chess set, complete with his special dog piece.
Mr. A chess set. That's a wall chess table with legs. Looks like it might be worth something to.
It's not inconceivable. Some of them are. And this is quite nice wine.
I never would peg Mr. Keynes as a chess fan. What with the whole Eastern aesthetic he's got going, I think he'd be more into go.
Go, huh? Can you play?
I can play the fish.
Not the same thing, Kay. Not even close. What's the matter, boy? Wait. Is this the cake what you're after? Oh. Whoa, don't, boy. Stop that. No, you can't have it. Dogs can eat chocolate, you know that? If you won't behave, I'll just have to eat it myself. Not bad. That's some real outside the chocolate box thinking there. Not sure everybody agrees though.
Gummy, I want some.
Daring of you both to assume the food in prison is safe to eat. Well, daring or dumb. So anyway, it looks like it really was a cake Michelle was talking about waste of time. I suppose we got our just dessert. But the little guy's definitely capable, right? Sure he is. This was just a blip. We'll follow the right scent this time. I promise. Sick boy. Whatever it is, it's in there. Mr. Carcerato's cell. We need to take a look inside. Detective, call the guard. Yes, sir. Thank you, officer. A question before we begin. The prisoner, Mr. Carcerato, still in solitary? No, sir. He came back a little while ago. And he was here for the noon roll call. Guess he must be on work duty someplace. I see. No, if you will be so kind as to open his cell. Yes, sir.
No way! He has a poster of himself. And right next to it is. Looks like he never lost the habit of making way for a fight.
Once a boxer, always a boxer, I suppose. I see he also quite the collection of supplements. Muscle protein.
Muscle protein, muscle protein, soul crushing protein. Yeah, there's a lot of protein.
Surely nobody trains like this for nothing.
many minutes do you think this timer is for, Mr. Ichigo?
Well, Mr. Carcerato is a boxer, so 3 minutes will be my assumption. Same as the length of a round in boxing.
Bzz, bzz. Thanks for playing. But the correct answer is kinda maybe about 2 minutes. Why? Because there's a crack in it and a bit of the sand spilled out.
Why does it hurt so much when she's right? Oh. Oh. Huh? Gambarnya siapa ini? Kulit bebek.
Oh iya, yang ada ininya.
Iya.
Ada sini. Hah?
Hehe.
What breed were you again, Michelle?
Sure.
Sure, it wasn't a boxer? Oh no, of course.
No way. No way indeed. Quickly, detective. Move the sandbag aside. Yes, sir. Oh, ada ini. A hole? Could this be? Whoa there. Wait, missile.
I'm going in too.
Wait, stop. Sir, I'll go get her. Oh, that's tight. Shouldn't have eaten that cake. He's gone. Well, I'm not going in there. Guess we'll just have to wait. Hello, Kay? Are you alright?
You're not gonna believe this, but we're in the detention center.
The detention center?
That's how it's a tunnel that leads right into Mr. Knight's cell.
Damn. What? Don't go anywhere. I'm on my way.
Wow.
Gimana lu nanti di sini? Kay!
Hey there, Mr. Edward. Guess you could say we met a truck. Breakthrough.
Quite. At least they came out unscathed, I think. Sir, the floorboards under the bed were torn up. Oh, di bawah itu. So that's how they did it. There's no doubt about it. This must be the road we've been looking for. Jadi siapa pembunuhnya? This corridor connecting to the detention center, and the prison is locked down by the heavy security doors. But with the help of this tunnel, it can be circumvented. I don't know that word. It was a secret sand that started this whole search. Could it be that the sand was in fact coming from Nike's body after all? A sweet scent can be detected. Ada beda kayak aroma-aroma harumnya itu di mana. Incidentally, karena itu Nike's body was discovered in dirt that might have come from being dragged through this tunnel. Okay, what was it like down there?
Well, it was pitch black, so I couldn't see a whole lot. Luckily, my camera has a flash, so I took some pictures.
Then let's see what you've captured. Look at that! Spoons, a fork. Guess these were digging the tunnel. That aside, are those footprints? Paw prints even. From dog, perhaps? This is a vital piece of evidence. However, it begs something of a question. It does? Mr. Carcerato has certainly been making use of this tunnel, which means... Detective, we need to find out where Mr. Carcerato is, immediately. If my suspicions are correct. Huh? Oh, nuts! The guards were alerted, and they began searching for Mr. Carcerato right away. But after a thorough investigation of both the prison and the detention center, He was nowhere to be found. Oh, itu yang begini pupu hilang.
Terus kembali.
Kayak udah tahu di mana kau.
Well, have the police been notified?
Yes, ma'am. We just finished liaising with them a moment ago. They set up a cordon around this entire facility.
Good.
Saya begini.
The first blemish on a prison's spotless reputation is always the ugliest.
It won't happen again, ma'am. A rather different warden regard to the one we've seen so far.
Mr. Edgeworth, was it? I really can't thank you enough for finding the tunnel, darling. Sadly, it may have been too little to learn, because he might have already left the building.
I say that's unlikely, warden. After all, there's a security gate to the exit to the detention center. You're not suggesting he simply walked through it?
What to say there? That's only the only tunnel, sweetie.
I suppose that's true.
Well, whatever the case, this is not time to be standing around chit-chatting. Mr. Edgeworth, would you mind continuing with your investigation?
It would be my pleasure. And
you three can get back to your posts.
yes, ma'am. Detective, the result of the blood test just came back from the lab. Thanks, Pearl. Let's see what they have to tell us about the blood in next cell.
What does it say, Mr. Edgeworth?
They've identified the blood, and it's nice. Oh, jadi darahnya nih, korban. Hehe, nice job, everybody. Teamwork makes the dream work, huh? We've got Nike's blood in his holding cell, a tunnel a dog clearly went through, and security footage showing Nike's being attacked by the dog in his cell. Case closed. We have all the evidence we need. Let's see what Mr. Canis has to say for himself. Canis?
Oh, darlings, are you sure? Do be careful around him, won't you? He's as well connected on the outside as he is in here.
I suppose he would have to be. How else would the so-called fixer stay in business?
The police have been trying to track down his accomplices for the longest time. Even I've had to lend them a hand myself, you know.
So that's what that was all about. Still not talking, ma'am? Even with evidence you borrowed from the prison?
No, and I've tried so many times I've lost count. What am I supposed to do? I can send in a blank report.
I guess a killer for hire was always going to be a tough nut to crack. You borrowed evidence from the police to help with your investigation, is that correct?
Why, yes, sweetie. Everything related to Canis is with me now. Oh, heaven knows how many times I've hauled the secret scoundrel into my office to talk to me. But no matter what I say or how much evidence I present him with, he simply won't say a word.
A prison warden conducting interrogation herself. That's irregular, to say the least.
Let your guard down and hell he'll devour you all. You whole. Be careful, darlings. We have been warned.
Kalau ada ini tanda petik kita punya heal, dia akan he will. Kalau nggak ada titik tiga ini punya head. Hooey! And there I thought things couldn't get any spicier. Oh, sudah semua. Just Gavel, I didn't expect to find you here.
We have been conducting inquiries, which, given that we are in charge of the investigation, is hardly strange. What is strange is that you are still here, Mr. Edgeworth. I gave you a warning, did I not? I told you that your badge was at risk. Should our paths cross the cane, and yet here you are.
I'm sorry that you thought that I might be so easily discouraged, Your Honor. But I am not about to let the truth slip from my grasp, no matter what you or the committee might say. I am here to present a certain amount of evidence that you yourself should have uncovered. You have more business with me, I take it, Mr. Edgeworth. I do. I promise I will be back to prove that you were the killer. And here I am. This should be amusing. Very well, whenever you are ready. Not so fast. We have some thoughts of our own to share. First-rate deduction, in fact.
Indeed, we are no more certain than ever that Simon Sains was the murderer, and that only he could have moved Mr. Knight from his holding cell to the prison proper. We shall prove this to you beyond a shadow of a doubt. But first, the question: are you quite determined to continue on this course, Mr. Edgeworth?
Continue. Oh,
Should you fail to rebut our deduction, there will be no going back. Your fair carry hangs in the balance.
you mean... You mean you'll take his badge if you don't like how this goes? That's intimidation.
No, not at all. If anything, I am showing him mercy. This is not Mr. Edgeworth's case. It never was, and I am under no obligation to hear him out. If he is prepared to accept the potential ramifications of his actions, I will allow him one last chance. Well, are you truly willing to take the risk to put your beloved badge on the line, Mr. Edgeworth?
Badge.
Oh.
Kan udah bilang dia sebagai jaksa.
Oh.
Dia jadi pertaruhkan pekerjaan. Sir, polisi juga punya rencana. I accept your terms. I'm confident of my reasoning, and what's more, I'm representing the firm of Edgeworth & Co., and I do not intend to besmirch its name. My duty will be done, and I will not be intimidated.
Very well. Let us see whether you are brave or simply reckless. By the power vested in me by the almighty goodness of justice, let this judgment commence.
Tajuk Almighty.
No.
Maha Kuasa.
Eustace, if you will allow me.
Fine by me. It's all yours, Gavel.
are aware of the incident involving Mr. Knight the day before yesterday, I assume? He assaulted an innocent guard and stole his case. Later, in the middle of moving a large animal cage, Mr. Saint stopped by Mr. Knight's cell for a little visit. That's when Mr. Knight stole out of his cell using the case he'd stolen. He slipped into the cage, and there he hid as he was wheeled to one of the prison workshops.
Cage artinya tempat keluar. It figures she was going to bring up Mr. Sen going to the nice cells.
Yesterday, after you so kindly made us aware of the security camera footage, we decided to take a look at it ourselves. Perhaps you would like to see what we found.
What we found?
What we found? This is still from the footage we received.
Mr. Sen speaking with Nike at his cell.
Correct. You will also note that he has positioned the cage in such a way as to obscure the camera's view. It is this blind spot Mr. Knight exploited in order to enter the cage uncaged. Undetected. A sound detection based on what can be observed. Wouldn't you say?
Blind spot, which means that the camera wouldn't have been able to capture the moment Snake entered the cage if he did at all. So it's still possible that he didn't actually leave the cell at this point.
I don't get it. Why would Mr. Knight want to hide in the cage? There is really only one possibility. He intended to escape. A prison break? That's so cool! Mr. Carter told Mr. Knight everybody's doing it. I have to step up my game.
Okay, now is really not the time. Mr. Carcerato's escape is no laughing matter.
It is my belief that Mr. Saint helped Mr. Knight with his escape attempt. That is to say, he was his accomplice. Wow, cool, Simon!
It wasn't a compliment.
I understand that the cage was briefly taken to one of the workshops. I imagine that had things gone to plan, Mr. Knight would have remained in the cage until after the show. And then removed from the premises along with the rest of the circus equipment. Unfortunately for Mr. Knight, Mr. Saint had other ideas. He killed his friend in cold blood.
But there must be a fault in your logic somewhere, and I'm going to find it. Dah perlu baca. Your Honor, about this incident.
You have heard about it, of course. Surely any attorney worth his salt would have his sources.
Sources itu sumber. Kalau tambah kalau source saja pakai sumber. Yes, I am aware of it. Of course, I simply wish to confirm.
Then you are wasting about our time. Shall we continue?
Do you have any proof that Nike stole the keys?
I can think of no other reason for him to carry out such a brutal attack. Once the guard, he assaults Jane's consciousness. I am sure he will confirm our suspicions.
Consciousness atau kesadaran? I wouldn't be so sure. Perhaps I shall pursue further on her reasoning. Okay. Sorry, but I believe there is a flaw in your reasoning. If Nike had the keys, there was nothing to stop him from leaving whenever he wanted. Why wait for Mr. Saint? There was no need, surely.
The option he deemed most likely to succeed. He stole the case and he hid them somewhere, then waited for an opportune moment to present itself.
He hid the keys? I'm afraid he might have made an uncharacteristic oversight, Your Honor. But Nike wasn't hiding any keys. That was been proven already. And this is the piece of evidence that Nike didn't have the keys. Oh yeah. Okay, let's search. Oh, this.
Take that!
Belum ada nih ya kunci. Since you know about the incident, I assume you must already know this, but after the assault, the guard searched both Nike and his cells, and no keys were found. And if the whereabouts of the keys cannot be proven, then neither can your theory.
I have considered the matter of the missing case, and I do not think it's such an issue.
Consider itu kayak timbangkan.
I still believe we have them. After all, the guards only state that they were unable to locate them. And this is because they were cleverly hidden inside the pocket chassis set.
Nike's chest set, the same set in which the murder weapon was also allegedly hidden?
Was it? I can't help but wonder about that. What? But you're the one who proposed it. Actually, if you recall, that was Eustace's assertion.
So the two of them aren't the one minding this, I take it.
Allow me to restate the facts. Mr. Knight hid the case he stole from the guard inside his chest set. When Mr. Stein came to see him, Mr. Knight asked to use the case to open his cell and climb inside the cage. He was then moved from his holding cell to the workshop in the prison proper, all with the help of his friend and accomplice. had been done according to plan, he would have been taken out of the facility after the show. But they did not. Instead, his accomplice murdered him while the show was taking place in the yard.
Objection!
But Mr. Sen was a part of that performance. How would he even had time to commit the murder?
How indeed?
How indeed?
How indeed? Allow me to explain. As you know, many stage performances follow a set narrative. Yesterday's show was one such example.
She's done her homework, I see.
The suspect played the role of the antagonist opposite the elephantine heroine of the show.
Elephantine itu kan cara gadget perempuan.
In the latter part of the performance, the heroine's love prevails and the villain is defeated. This victory is depicted in a very unique manner, whereby the villain is sent flying from the stage by the heroine.
Is Sen flying by the elephant?
Isn't that dangerous? Having been ejected from the stage in this manner, the villain no longer appears in the performance. In other words, the suspect did not appear on stage of a period of approximately 15 minutes.
Jadi ya cocok. Jadi pas terlemparkan tak aja di panggung selama 15 menit. Mungkin punya kesempatan. And you're saying the crime took place during that time?
Yes, I'm afraid so. After all, it's more than a sufficient window, wouldn't you say?
Objection!
Committing the crime and returning to the stage in the short 15 minutes window is only possible, assuming that the murder took place in the present proper. But in fact, Your Honor, the real scene of the crime was next cell.
I seem to remember telling you that I would not accept that part of the security footage into evidence.
Objection!
And you won't have to. I have a proof of a different kind. Beda buktinya bahwa orang terjadi di tempat itu penyimpanan, tapi di penjaranya sendiri yang ada lubang di satu dan didatangi secara
Very well. Would you be so good as to present it? What proof do you have that the murder took place in the victim's holding cell?
Take that!
This appears to be a photograph of the floor. Almighty Goddess of Justice, grant me patience.
Kesabaran. That floor you're so dismissive of, Your Honor, has traces of Nike's blood on it.
Serious to say, Is it evidence reliable? After all, I don't believe you have access to the necessary forensics operations.
Kayak temuan polis ada temuan kayak site atau yang dia tes darah apa
Objection!
dari executive criminal. I have my resources. A certain blunt instrument, you might say, but a reliable one. Detective.
The detective, how very unfortunate for him. Perhaps before you decide to circumvent the law, you might have considered that the committee's influence extend to the police. Ha ha ha. Oh no! No, golly, Miss Beige is on the line too!
Forgive me, detective. I didn't mean to put you at risk as well. Artinya itu dia detektif akan dipecat kalau salah-salah.
I will enter the fact that Mr. Knight's blood was found in the holding cell into evidence. However,
Objection!
Yeah, bad luck, idiots. You're really on the edge now, Mr. Worthless. Worthless apa yang dapat kali?
Mr. Winner, I
Mr. Winner, I've forgotten you were there. It was nice while it lasted. Ulang dulu kepada sana. Bagusnya tidak lupa. I just button in to tell you that your entire argument is one big inconsistency. You show us the camera footage of a dog killing Mr. Knight in his cell. Are you saying the mud also wiped the blood up before it left the scene? Oh, Coach tahu. Kalau misalnya itu anjing yang bunuh itu di penjaranya, masa dia juga lap di darahnya?
Oh iya, bukan darah.
Ya, maksudnya anjingnya mungkin bukan bunuh kan?
Bukan anjing yang bunuh lah.
Masa dia pintar begitu sampai dia ada? Kayak,
Oh.
What other things can it do, huh? A blood wiping dog? You're a joke. You have wiped that blood up, won't you, boy? Yes, Helmut. Yes, you will. What? Anjingnya bisa. Bisa. Iya, sudah dilatih sama ini pembunuh bayaran atau kan? Iya. That was one of the tricks I taught him before our work together was so rudely cut short. He's a very tidy boy, you know. Never misses a trap. It wouldn't do to leave any evidence after all. Safe by an assassin, of all people. Jeez Louise, you could have just taught the little guy to shake hands. Oh, he does that marvelously too. Although, the way I taught him to do it is somewhat unorthodox. First, he bites down hard on the victim's hand. Then...
La la
La la la la la, I'm not listening.
la la la, I'm not listening.
Terlalu mengerikan kan?
I see. Very well then, Mr. Edgeworth. It seems you may have gathered some evidence worth considering.
Gather itu kan anak mengumpulkan. Seperti itu kalau belajar ke sejarah, prasejarah, gathering.
I don't know.
Tadi.
Objection!
Wait, I'm not done yet. I just thought of something else.
Overruled.
Oh boy, somebody's taking no prisoners.
Eustace, would you be so kind as to allow me?
All yours, Gavel. Well, do you accept the truth now? The crime took place in Knight's holding cell, and the assassin's dog was the killer. Itu. overruled.
My positions is the same as
As
it was yesterday. Until you can explain how the dog moved between the prison and the detention center, I cannot accept your theory into evidence.
kan bukan gimana ceritanya
Hold it!
I thought you must said that, which is why I like to show you something else. This piece of evidence. They show how the dog could freely travel between the prison and the detention center.
Take that!
This is?
It's a secret passageway. It runs beneath the prison. What? A secret passageway? It was dug by one Mr. Rocco Carcerato, escapee. It leads from his prison cell to a certain holding cell in the detention center. Yes, the very one where the victim was being held. Woohoo.
Well, this is certainly a surprise to think that it was beneath our feet this entire time.
Mr. Canis, you know of this tunnel, didn't you? Because it's the same tunnel that was used to carry out the murder. Apa ini? Apa yang direncanakan?
In the name of the goddess of justice, overruled. Mr. Edward, you are out of line.
Hold it!
How so, Your Honor?
Evidence is everything. Whether in the court of law or at the
Sin.
scene of an investigation. Isn't that your little catchphrase? Well, it just so happens that I have some evidence of my own. Bronco Knight's autopsy report. Wow.
Sa autopsy report, atau ano to? Ito juga autopsy. Laporan autopsy. When did we get that? How do you not know you had it?
The police handed it to me only a short while ago. The findings are still preliminary, but it has something of value that are nonetheless. The goddess of justice speaks to us through this page, Mr. Eastward, because of that step wound to the throat, and the weapon is said to be a sharp blood blade of some sort.
Oke, step artinya tusuk, wound artinya luka, throat artinya tenggorokan, the weapon itu senjata, sharp blade, kayak tidak tajam.
It seems the victim was stabbed repeatedly in the same spot, resulting in an ugly wound. As such, the police have yet to identify the exact shape of the weapon, but its overall nature seems to be beyond question. It is a bladed metal instrument. In light of the evidence, do you truly wish to continue with your flight of fancy? Or will you now claim that the dog used a knife instead?
But that's impossible.
That will be all. This court is adjourned.
Artinya tidak gini, tidak bisa. Kan dia kayak
Objection!
But the tunnel, the paw prints. What of them? Helmut is something of a wanderer. Perhaps he just happened to cross this tunnel one day. Although I couldn't say for certain, I myself cannot wander quite so freely. That would be quite a coincidence, but I can prove it's not the case either. She sure know how to keep a secret, huh? Kinda wish she kicked us in the teeth a little earlier with that. She was waiting for the perfect moment to crush me with the autopsy report. And I fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker.
You are lead attorney for the defense, correct, Mr. Fender? This is the interim autopsy report in question. I do apologize for the delay.
Yeah, no sweat. Thanks for hooking us up. Yep, this all checks out. Yep.
Mr. Fender, a handshake is not necessary when receiving official court documents, you know. So please feel free to let go of my hand. It's not a holy relic after all.
Was just trying to be friendly, Your Honor.
Had you lingered a moment longer, the goddess of justice would have spoken to you through my gavel.
Oh, alright, I got it. Nice sword, Gavel. Just like we planned it. Enggak lah.
I did only as you instructed you stage, but thank you.
This report came from the police. I have no choice to accept its legitimacy. Lihat dulu reportnya. Step 1 to the throat, it's bandage, a sharp blade of some sort. Gimana bisa dapat itu? But if the dog didn't kill Knight, then that takes Canis out of the running.
The goddess of justice speaks to me, Mr. Edward, and she is merciful. She tells me that you might yet keep your badge if you will finally abandon this fruitless quest.
Aja abandon.
Hah?
Abandon.
No.
Abaikan.
Oh.
Kalau dia abaikan ini kasus bisa tetapkan pekerjaan. What a move, sir! I think she really means it this time. What do you think, detective? My answer remains the same, Judge Gavel. I will see my duty done, and I will not be intimidated.
Even with how things stand, you still refuse to concede. This may very well be your last change. Your page hangs by a thread.
Then let it fall if it must. I have something far more important to protect as an associate attorney. My client.
The goddess of justice is no doubt saddened by your refusal to accept yet another offer of mercy. Attaboy, Miles. That's what I like to see. Looks like the defense never rests is really starting to mean something to you. Credit to your old man though. He's the one who said it first. My father? Bapaknya. In fact, I could swear I saw Gregory's spirit in you for a second there. You said that you've changed since your days in Von Karma's shadow. I didn't believe you at first, but I'm starting to. Thank you, Fender. Alright, kids. This is where the rubber really hits the road. Put your thinking caps on. It's make or break time.
If it's true that Nix was off with the bladed weapon, does our whole case really fall apart? A bladed weapon? Of course! Tajam. Yang tajam sini. There were 5 chisels in Connie's cell when we last looked. A former assassin certainly wouldn't struggle to commit murder with a tool like that. In which case, the weapon that killed Nike was... Have you...
Finished it?
Evidence is everything. It may well be my little catchphrase, but it's also true. So the murder weapon was a sharp blade. Then where is it? The guards didn't find it. Why can't you let this go? So what if they didn't find it? What are you driving at? What if I were to tell you that I know now that what the real murder weapon was? And it was right under our noses the whole time. Indeed. It was one of Mr. Kani's chisels. What?
Overruled.
I would advise you to stop bombarding us with your irresponsible, half-baked theories, Mr. Edward. You have repeatedly said that Mr. Knight was killed in his cell by a dog.
I simply go where the evidence takes me, both in the courtroom and at the scene of the crime. If the murder weapon in fact a chisel, then yes, the murder could not have been the dog. But that begs the question of what exactly it was we saw in the security footage. Oh yeah, the security footage. How do you explain that, Mr. Smarty Pants? An excellent question. The footage shows dog jumping at somebody. Mr. Kani's dog jumping up at Nike. The dog attacked Nike, but he didn't kill the man.
You didn't?
No, Nike was merely knocked out. The dog didn't drag a corpse through the tunnel. He dragged an alive, unconscious Nike. The real killer was the dog's master. Oh, I get it. By bringing Nike here, Mr. Canis could finish the job.
And he could definitely use one of his side chisels to do it.
Correct. You, Bodhidharma Canis. You're the only one who could have done it.
Objection!
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, you ever get this on your report card? Refuse to listen. Must learn to respect others. Are you asking me or confessing to what's on yours? Apakah pernah dapat laporan atau dan pernah mendengar orang lain yang bicara? Iya. We already searched Mr. Canis' cell from top to bottom, right, Gavin?
Yes, we even inspected his chisels. All 4 of them. Oh yeah? There wasn't a single speck of blood.
Hold it!
Why, thank you, Your Honor. You have just confirmed my theory.
I have? What exactly do you mean?
The last time we were here, there were 5 chisels, not 4.
Oh yeah, I remember counting them. Definitely 5.
And the one that's missing is the small one, the one we thought might be a pocket chisel. Mr. Canis, where did you hide the chisel? A pocket chisel? And what use I might have for such a thing, I am rarely allowed to leave myself. In which case, you shouldn't have had the chance to dispose of the weapon. You've dug your own grave, Mr. Canis.
You seem to have an idea where this missing chisel might be, Mr. Edward. you would enlighten us? Would you enlighten us?
For a man who can live himself in his own relation, Canis could only have hidden the chisel here. Kita bukan ini. Tetap jadi yang ini. Depan kita.
Take that!
Mr. Canis is still a prisoner, despite the comfort he enjoys. He is rarely allowed out of his cell. He could have given the chisel to his dog lips to live somewhere, but that would have been far from ideal. He will have no way of guaranteeing where it might end up. Intriguing. Do go on, Mr. Edgeworth. Furthermore, this room is the one place where a blade instrument wouldn't raise an eyebrow. 4 chisels, 5 chisels, who's counting? A fact he took full advantage of. They all keep the incriminating evidence close routine class.
Objection!
But I searched the whole cell myself and there's just nowhere he could have hidden it.
Objection!
I am certain that the murder weapon is here, and that the reason why no one has found it yet, it's because it was hidden in such ingenious manner. Do enlighten us, Mr. Edgeworth. What was my ingenious plan? Think, Miles. There must be a hiding spot he could make use of. Think about when you came here previously. What are you missing? Oh, di layarnya kah? Ada belnya. Itu belnya tanya kan, jadi kemungkinan tersembunyi di layarnya bi. Di tali-tali yang. He's not showing us out permanently, right?
Let's get out of here. Come on. Oh, ini yang
kedagutan. Oh yeah. The dog. He hasn't made a sound today. When we were here before, he barked and growled repeatedly. Canis even encouraged him to do so. Oh, di mulutnya. Tadi mana? That must be it. I know something was up. I can hardly believe it, but I think I know where he hid the bottle. Giving up already? I expected more of him, Mr. Edgeworth. As well you should, if you will give me a moment. For this piece of evidence, show where you hid the murder weapon.
Take that!
Your dog. He seems unusually quiet today.
Oh yeah.
Unlike the last time. Mr. Canis, if you will be so kind as to open Helmut's...
Mr. Canis, if you would be so kind as to open Helmut's mouth.
Oh, come now. He hasn't barked because he is a well-behaved boy. I had ordered him to last time. Then order him again, this instant.
It's not like we're asking for the world, Mr. Canis. Or do you have something to hide?
If you insist. Come on, Helmut, open up. And there we have it, a chisel. What? A chisel? In the dog? Why is there a chisel in the dog? I thought he'd been stranger quiet. I guess his friend has finally caught up.
Eustace, why don't you be a good boy and call forensics? Tell them it's urgent.
Okay. Our findings are as follows. Traces of blood were detected on the chisel. What? Not such a half-baked theory after all, was it? Alright, so we're all on the same page here. This is our murder weapon, yeah?
The forensic evidence cannot be ignored. We have no choice but to concede that this is most likely the case. Mr. Canis, in light of the discovery of the murder weapon, the court demands that you explain yourself.
We found the route your dog took to the holding cells, and now we have the chisels. How do you propose to talk your way out of this one? You never fail to entertain, Mr. Edgeworth.
So why does he always laugh like that, even when it's not funny?
Poor Helmut, how could they suspect us, Hmm? You leave me little no choice. I shall simply have to share with you the truth. I did not kill anyone. I've grown tired of killing. Something's not right. Why is he so calm?
Very well, the court will hear Mr. Canis' testimony. If you would be so kind.
Gladly. Perhaps you might begin by explaining what you believe my motive to have been. I never knew this knight. I had no contact with him, no connection whatsoever. Given this is the case, why would I possibly wish him dead? Could it be you are suggesting that it was my canine companion who had the motive instead? Helmut only bares his fangs when I tell him to. I am not so bloodthirsty that I will kill a man that I not know.
I mean, when he puts it that way.
I mean, when he puts it that way, maksud ko kalau begitu caranya Nabila kayak, kalau nakalimatkan begitu, kemungkinan tentang begitu when he puts it that way. Iya.
Okay.
Ya maksudnya itu juga jelaskan saja maksudnya apa itu puts it that way. Maksudnya kalau begitu caranya nakalimatkan. An assassin who only kills his acquaintance. Not the soundest business model, I agree. My work required me to deal with strangers, of course, but murder for its own sake? That's not my style. So I need to prove a link between Nax and Canis. I shall go over the evidence again and see what I can discover. Apa hubungannya di pelaku dengan korban? I'm puzzled by this focus on motive. Aren't you an assassin? Assassin or not, Mr. Edgeworth, I don't spill blood for nothing, neither in professional nor in a private capacity. That's just not how it's done, is it, boy? No, it's not.
Hold it!
You didn't know who he was? That's quite unlike you, Mr. Canis. You overestimate me, Mr. Edgeworth. Perhaps you had a harder time putting me in here than I had realized, but I am no master criminal. That said, you are no run-of-the-mill prisoner either. You're the fixer, correct? I find it highly unlikely that a man in such a position would have no knowledge of the new detainee at all. Then you have a rather inflated idea of my position. I have my connection, yes, but I am not all-knowing, and I knew nothing of Mr. Knight.
Hold it!
You're an assassin. Since when have you need a motive? He's a strange man, isn't he, Helmut? Yes, he is. Is he a fool? A genius? It's hard to say.
Objection!
Drop the egg, Mr. Canis, and answer the question. No, you will answer mine. Who am I, Mr. Edgeworth? I am the very same person you caught. An assassin, a murderer for hire. Where I want to kill without rhyme or reason, I will still be free to recite sutras in peace out there.
Hold it!
Of course not. but your dog was trying to kill. What is this man talking about? Helmut? Why would he say such an awful thing about you? He is a silly man. That's what he is. Yes. Then perhaps he killed the wrong person. That would explain the lack of motive. Do your precious police dogs attack people willy-nilly? Have some respect, Mr. Richard. If you are going to accuse Helmut of something, at least show us some evidence to back up your claims. I would if I had any.
Hold it!
Then you must have done so, didn't you? You order Knife's dead. Oh, Mr. Richard, you'll have to try harder than that. Have you forgotten what I just said? I did not know Mr. Knife. I did not even know that name. If you are going to insist otherwise, then the least you can do is show us some sort of proof. He must show us some proof, mustn't he, Helmut? Yes, he must. Some to prove that Khan is an acting.
Hold it! Objection!
You're getting sloppy, Mr. Canis. You may have trained your dog to clean up your mess, but something still requires a human touch. You found this in the victim's room. It's the record of a game of correspondence chess. What's more, the game depicted matches the game laid out on your board. Oh, dapat. Gotcha. What? The number of possible games have been calculated to be 10 to the power of 120, and that's on the low end.
Wait, that's 10 times 10 120 times over, right? 100 1 million 1000. I give up. I mean, what do you even call a number that big?
A vanishingly unlikely coincidence, that's what. No, tell us, why did you kill Knight? Unless that is, you will prefer to explain the coincidence. Well, they do say that truth is stranger than fiction. It is, as you say, a coincidence.
But that's totally impossible. We just proved that.
A coincidence of a different kind, child. I never imagined my correspondent was the victim, you see. And yet, here we are. Helmut is as surprised as I am, aren't you, Helmut? Yes. I suppose there's nothing for it, but to only tell the truth. Boy. The other prisoner had all gone to the yard, you see. There was a show of some sort. Here I was, minding my own business, when in comes Helmut dragging a corpse of all things. I had quite disturbed because the murder weapon was still in the poor fellow's necks. Of course, I was none too keen on becoming a suspect, so I had Helmut take the body to the workshop. Once there, he removed the murder weapon and brought it back to me, just as I had asked. The dog went to the workshop? Indeed he did. Removing it here would have made an awful mess after all. You know something? That makes sense. Remember what Mr. Shahud said, Mr. Richard? Shahud. Yang itu yang kayak ada di sini. So pegang-pegang tangan.
That black dog?
Huge. That's huge.
Had sunk his terrible teeth into the victim's throat.
What did you just say?
It was hellish, utterly hellish. That beast, that awful beast. He killed him.
I see. So what Mr. Shahid actually was Helmut removing the murder weapon then. Precisely. I can say I was a little disappointed that he was spotted, of course. Silly boy, it's not like you slip up like that, is it now? And there you have it. That is about all there is to tell. I did not kill the man. At most, I am responsible for the removal of the weapon. Now, will that be all? Poor Helmut is growing restless.
Objection!
Sorry, but if you could enter a little longer, Mr. Canis. Fender? No offense, Paleo, but I don't think you've quite told us everything. I'm sure we all like to know why you thought you need to pull the chisel out in the first place. He's right. It makes sense that he would move the body to avoid suspicion, but Canis had no reason at all to go for the murder weapon. So the mute one isn't as dumb as I thought.
Please answer the question, Mr. Canis.
It was because of the bell. The one attached to the chisel and the one around Helmut's neck. A very distinctive design, if you will. Of course, they were something of yours, were they not?
I don't get it. How does that even work?
Bodhidharma Canis, the blind butcher, his appearance was always announced by the sound of bells. The last sound his victims would ever hear. You flatter me. It's been some years since you last saw one of them. You remember them well. Your knife and its attached bell were one of the pieces of evidence seized in our cage against you. Yes, it was but one of my bells. One of only two in existence. Just two? Two and only two. One for my knife and one for my beloved helmet. Exquisitely crafted, utterly unique. My ears are my guide after all, and I must be able to use my tools precisely. Of course, as you said, the knife has long since been taken from me. Okay. Back to my cell. I was surprised to hear a familiar sound. At first, I was sure it had been used to do the deed, but no, a chisel, an ordinary chisel. It's certainly no assassin's blade. Nonetheless, the bell would have suggested my involvement. The matter is, the fact that I am the only person in this prison permitted to use such tools. It was clear that I would become a suspect, and so, it would be removed and hidden.
Hold it!
You still claim that all you did was then you had nothing to do with it. How could I? I told you the chisel is not mine. You need to take my word, Mr. Richard. Why not have it checked for fingerprints?
Eustace.
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 Me? But I don't know how to check for prints.
Get forensics.
Forensics.
Suka tuh susah kan?
Forensics ano? Yang bukan kayak di anu polisi yang cek-cek anu sidik jari, darah, DNA. Iya, itu forensik namanya kan. Di Indonesia juga mungkin dipanggil forensik. Oh, sure thing. We got fingerprints. They're Mr. Nikes. And Mr. Canis is... no, just Mr. Nikes. Oh, and forensics said there's no sign of any prints having been wiped off. Oh, Nikes. Fingerprints? This isn't good. Check it again. Now, do you see? I have never so much as touched that chisel. Helmut carried it in his pocket. Therefore, any prints must belong to whoever had it last. So the murder weapon belonged to... Ooh, that's not helpful. As I said, I have not touched the chisel. Therefore, I cannot be the killer. Are you to suggest otherwise? I've got nothing to counter with. But what is he? Is he not the killer after all? Is he actually telling the truth? No, he can't be. I am sure this goes without saying, Mr. Edgeworth.
If you do not find a solution to your current predicament, and quite quickly, I will have little choice but to relieve you of your badge. Even my patience has a limit. Patience has a limit, and I will not tolerate your throwing this investigation into chaos. Chaos.
You've done it now, sir. She's serious. I hate to admit it, but the fingerprints turn everything on its head. With that, it's square one.
Wait, something doesn't add up. A few things actually.
Things.
Things. What would Mr. Knight have needed a chisel for?
You can do a lot with the chisel, child. Break out of prison for one.
Alright, then how did he get it in here? There's no way the guards would let him bring a super sharp in with him, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Kan ada pendeteksi besi sebelum masuk. Masuk sendiri gitu. Karena senjata pembunuhannya ternyata ada senjata. Tapi korbannya masuk ke penjaranya itu dengan caranya dia bawa itu senjata. Dicek nanti sama polisi masuk.
Apa senjatanya?
Itu pemahat kayu.
Ikan kayu harus.
Satu sudah lehernya. Oh, sidik jarinya di korban yang ada. Dikira dia yang punya toh. Tapi kalau dia yang punya baru tempatnya dibunuh di penjara. Dengan caranya dibawa senjatanya ke penjara. Karena kan ada polisi cek semua.
Oh iya.
Bukan dia yang pemahat kayu gitu.
Lewat anjingnya kamu?
Enggak, korban. Iya.
Korban yang mau.
Ya, korbannya ini.
Yang mati dia.
Ya. Ini pelakunya jadi pemahat kayu. Cewek cuma tahu. Bikin cara bawa.
Hey, Earth to Mr. Edgeworth.
Cek. Aja artinya tuh.
Earth.
Maksudnya artinya sadar kembali dulu. Iya, karena kan dikira kayak atau kalau berpikir dan perhatikan.
You can't stand there hemming and hawing just because of a little setback. The important thing is finding the truth, you know? It doesn't matter how we get there. As long as we save Simon in the end, we can't give up now or ever.
Yeah, what she said. I'll second that. You want with that, okay? I'm half tempted to offer you a job for real. It's like I said, the defense never ends. Or rather, like your pop said, what do you think lies the heart of those words, Miles? Any guesses? The heart of those words. It's like this, as defense attorneys, our client's fate rests on our shoulder. We're the only ones they can turn to. She means our client, and we're the only ones who can save it. So, we can't rest. I'm about to turn my back on your old man's legacy. I'm not about to turn back on your old man's legacy. Are you? I'm an associate with the defense now. No, I'm an associate with my father's firm. That's the role I have chosen. That means that if I fail to save my client, I failed in my duties. I will my father's vision and save Simeon sane. No matter what setbacks I face, I cannot admit defeat. If one is blocked, I must simply find another.
There we go. That's the Miles is
Miles.
Miles Edgeworth I know. Now let's find that one. We can start by trying to figure out how Mr. Knight broke that chisel into the prison.
Like, how would Nike manage to bring it by this? Usually, it wouldn't be possible to bring metal objects into this facility undetected. Oh no.
What's wrong? Because of the security gates, right?
Correct, but we already know that checks at one of the gates haven't been entirely thorough of late. Namely, the gate at the entrance of the detention center. The gate
The gate is only used to scan people. Any items they bring are only subject to a cursory check.
Are you telling me that the chest set wasn't put through the metal detector?
It should have been, alas, it seems the guards have grown a little lax in that regard of late.
Yeah. Nike took advantage of this little oversight and had Mr. Sane bring him the chisel. He didn't set his pocket chest set. That does answer one of our questions.
That does answer one of our questions, and it suggests that the chisel was indeed Mr. Knight's and not Mr. Cunning's.
However, we still have one rather pressing problem to address. That of the security footage in which Nike's attacked by a dog. How does one explain it if Mr. Cunning's was attacked? But then how do you explain his prints not being on the murder weapon? It's rather revival.
The court too finds itself wanting for a satisfactory explanation.
Wait, sir, I think it might be time to show you another one of my secret weapons. Introducing secret weapon number 4. Lil V. What sort of name is that, detective? I wrote it myself, sir. Anyway, you can use it to analyze the video footage. An excellent idea, but you might finally see that I'm telling the truth. Who knows if there's anything to be found, but it has to be worth a try. Alright, want me to talk you through how to use it, sir? Sure, why not? If you could run me through its function, detective, that would be most appreciated. Yes, sir. So basically, you just gotta do what you always do. Examine anything that catches your eyes. And I can examine it. Yes, sir. See this control at the bottom of the screen? The panels on the left and right let you rewind or fast forward, and you can use the middle one to pause. Get used to those and you're golden, sir. It seems I can also press F1 to press forward and L with rewind footage and A to pause. When the video pauses, you can go to the previous frame with LT or the next frame with L1. Right button. Let's use the same control I saw you. Let's get a better explaining how to zoom in. Just line up the alt cursor with the area you want to take a closer look at. Then use the panel in the bottom right, and little V will do the rest. It's just to expanding arrows right on it. Can't miss it, sir. It will appear like square too. Square, okay. By the way, even when you zoom in, you can still examine stuff just like a regular view. Also, you can make use of previous and next frame to get a good look what's really happening. The only thing you can do when you zoom in is play the footage, so there's that. I see. Just use the panel in the lower right again, sir. See how it's got from expanding to collapsing. That's because you're zoom in. And that about sums it up. Now let's fire little V up for real. Remember, just examine anything that catches your eyes and you'll do fine. Other than the victims being attacked by the dog, I can't see what else it might show us. It's supposed to be wrong. What would we be looking at instead? Could the person in the footage be someone other than Nike? And if so, could whatever attacking them something else too? I should keep both questions in mind while reviewing the footage. You never know what you're gonna see once you start looking at things up close. Check every detail, sir. You'll find something, I'm sure. What's this footage seems odd? Oh, enemies. Kaya ba? That's we may have made a critical error of judgment. What you're looking at here is no dog. This animal is a bear. What the? It's not a dog. It's a bear. What? So we're not Canaan, but Ursine. A bear? So could that mean? Oh, sure. Yeah, I think it could. What else do we know with such a pet? And if in the footage, it's not inconceivable that we were mistaken about the person in the footage too. Maybe there's something to prove it, sir. Something that show it was a knife. Oh yeah, you're right. We can see the person, which means the right identification. But perhaps there's something that can tell us who they are. Yes, it's certainly worth a look. What's in the footage seems odd. Say, doesn't the figure is reflected in a mirror too? Is that a head? Say, doesn't that look like the heads of the gods were, sir? Oh jeez, is that what I think it is? Have there been any reports one of the animals attacking God recently? Not that I've heard of. Not that I've heard of. So this may not be a god at all. Somebody dressed as one. Perhaps this might shed a little light on the matter. So no gods have reported being attacked by an animal as far as we know. So we did hear about the guard's spare uniform being stolen. Could the person in the security footage perhaps be someone disguised as the guard? Someone attempt to escape without being noticed? A guard disguise? I guess it might work. Wait, weren't we just talking about someone? We were indeed. Someone who seems to have successfully made his escape. We had assumed that it was like security footage. Well, it was his cell. It's hardly a
Well, it was his cell. It's hardly a crazy theory.
Perhaps, but now that we know about the hole under the bed, it is no longer the only possibility. Whoever had access to the tunnel could very well be the one caught on camera.
And who was that, Mr. George? Would you care to tell the court who you believe this person to be?
The person in the security footage is you. I believe I know who our guard in disguise is. He's none other than Rocco Carcerato, the prisoner who recently escaped from this facility. I'm confident it's him because he was assigned a polar bear cub as his companion. But the bear in that video is all black. Indeed, and we have evidence that explains why. That evidence explains the polar bear's color. Polar bear. Oh, this. Ah, no.
Take that!
Oh. This one? Oh! No.
Take that!
Colorful tar. This one? Ah, son of that.
Take that!
What is the evidence? Also blood stain. What is chocolate that was instantaneous, but couldn't find anything. Attacked by dark form. Seems 7 a.m. Sensor. Recall if you will, Mr. Frank Shahid's testimony.
Take that!
That's the rubber glove I dropped. A glove I dropped.
Could you explain why it's so dirty?
Oh, of course. That's mud. Mud.
Did si Matt?
Matt, from one of pet treatments I've been practicing. I was giving one of the animals a
Matt.
mud pack right when the incident happened.
I see. Around what time would this have been?
Let's see, the show had already started, so around 10 a.m.?
9.
9 a.m. perhaps? The thing is, the more mud I apply, the more in the zone I touch, and the darker the animals fur become. Fur become.
There's no trance quite like
There's no trench quiet like the trench one enters when one slathers an animal with thick black mud.
while the circus performance was underway, he was giving one of the animals a mud.
And the animal could have been.
Indeed, our polar bear.
Mr. Edward, your latest assertion simply introduces contradiction.
I fully understand and your doubts are entirely justified. Mr. Sahut mentioned applying the mud pack while the circus performance was underway, and this does indeed introduce new contradiction concerning the security footage. Yes, let's put it this way. When would you expect the footage to have been recorded, Kay?
It was taken right after he applied the mud pack treatment. It should been around 9 a.m.
In which case, something isn't right about the footage.
Really? And what's that?
What new contradiction does the security footage introduce when it was recorded?
Take that!
Iya, karena kan 6 tuh jam 9. Mr. Sahwit, he administered the treatment at around 9 a.m., in which case the security footage was around 9. However, the timestamp said 6:42 a.m., when that was an accident. On the day of the murder, the prisoners all went out to the yard to watch the circus. All except 3, Mr. Canis, who remained in his cell in maximum security, Mr. Sahwit, who was administering a mudpack treatment in the workshop, and Rocco Carcerato, who had been awaiting that precise moment to put his escape plan into action. I believe he entrusted the bear to Mr. Sahwit before entering the tunnel. And the bear then slipped out of Mr. Sahwit's grasp, ran after its human. Mr. Sahwit would have left the workshop to pursue the bear, at which point he saw Mr. Canis' dog retrieving the murder weapon from Knight's body. It all fits perfectly, except for the security footage should have been recorded from around 9 a.m. However, the timestamp is 3 hours off.
But why would the timestamp be wrong?
Detective, I would like you to have the security camera examined right away. I'm back, sir. I just talked to the guards and... Seems like the time on these cameras if they lose power. Ah, damn it. Oh, what? They're pretty old, sir. Guess the clock stops when the power's which will mean the power off for approximately 3 hours at some point. Dang. That's not all, sir. You remember how Nike's denied stealing the keys? Don't believe him, considering, well, you know, he seemed kinda like the only suspect. Turns out that wasn't all he said. He also said he was knockout cold, just like the other guys. It may not necessarily have been a lie.
Darlings, there you all are. How goes the investigation? Is there anything I can do to help things along?
Actually, there might be something we can do for you, Warden Lagarde. The escapee, Mr. Carcerato. I believe he may still be on the premises. He's disguised as a guard. Here's the proof, should you need it. We were reasonably captured and escaped is our man. And he might even be right here in this room with us now. Hey,
Hey, Mr. Carcerato,
would have been.
would have been wearing a bracelet, right?
Yes, a bracelet that could easily be hidden under the sleeves of his stolen uniform. Furthermore, the doors of the prison proper don't have the sensor that detect bracelet installed. So if he avoided doors without sensor, he could simply wait for an opportunity to finally make his escape.
Well, yes, I suppose he could. He'd just have to avoid that workshop and the cells, and oh my, he's one of you, isn't he? He's here right now. Right now. Look, it's Teddy.
Dapat.
Hey, is that me?
Hey, pause off! Get off midst of me, you big paloka! Thank you, Teddy. Very kind of you to confirm our suspicions. Dang it, kid. If it wasn't for you, Ida. What a thing is it to be loved, huh, Mr. Carcerato? I'm almost envious.
Guards, apprehend this man.
Moment, if you will. Our would be escapee. If we are to learn the truth, I will need to speak with him. With your permission, of course.
I can hardly say no. Can I?
Well, come on then. Hit me with your best shot. Mr. Carcerato escape route led directly into the next cell. So if it's highly possible, he has something to offer. Tell me what you were doing the day Mr. Knight's body was discovered. So, it was you guys, huh? You're the ones who... Oh, ini tuh lagu mo sa same thing. It was you guys, huh? You're the ones who found this... You know how long it took to dig that freaking thing? I had me a guard's uniform, a whole dog, and a plane on the day you found the guy. But then this little guy just had to come right after. The second floor was covered in mud too. Had to go back to our cell. I was getting away with it. Somebody had an off knife and brought you bugs down here. I dug that tunnel just now. How exactly did you do it? How? Use everything I could get my hands on, you see? Hammer, spoons, you name it. Spent every dime I had on this cockamamie fixer. And what do I get to show for it now, huh? Hehehe. Do not be certain, friend. Tomorrow is another day. There's not such chance Mr. Carcerato and Nike met face to face just before next death. I should see what other details I can extract. Okay, let's go. Shut up, who are you telling to hold it? You don't know nothing. You don't know what I had to do. had to come crawling with the fixer monk, had a girl kowtow the day after day. How you gonna give me back to Earth, huh? The days, the months. I can't get away to enjoys. You never stuck your nose in my tunnel, never. So the tunnel was all around work. Every inch. You see anybody else in my cell when you was there? That's quite an effort, even for an athlete. Yeah, now that I think about it, it's an insane amount of digging for one guy. Yeah, well, you don't even know how to do it, kid. But it ain't like I had choice. Trust nobody and don't get caught. Them's the rules. Accounts gotta live by.
Huh, you know, the rules of being a great thief are pretty similar.
Okay, I'd rather have you start sympathizing with the suspect.
Ah, I was just checking, Mr. Edward.
It ain't no stinking joke to me, you punks. Owe me. The uniform, was that from the fixer too? Sure it was. But he had something of one of the guards. Had the guy swap it from a pulse locker. And were you wearing it when you were crawling through the tunnel? Nope, we'll get dirt on it. Had to hold on to it till I got the holding cell. But once I was out of there and all doors up, opening the cell door should have been a piece of cake. Here we go, I think. Freedom be vacant. And then the furball here jumps it. Which would be the moment captured on camera. I see, I'd be grateful if you could add that to your testimony. Opening the cell door should have been a piece of cake, you say? Sure, anything seems up easy after dragging yourself through a hole in the ground. And you're familiar with the layout of the detention center, even though you live in a prison. Why wouldn't I be? It ain't like I've never been there before. If he's familiar with the detention center, then he should be aware that unlike the doors in the main prison, the holding cell doors are locked with actual keys. And I'm sure Mr. Custer with a particular piece of evidence makes his escape. Okay, let's go with this. Certain piece of evidence. You claim that leaving the holding cell will have been a piece of cake, as you put it. Yeah, you got a problem with that? Because we can make it a problem if you catch my drift. Even once you had reached next cell, you still had another door to contend with. How exactly did you plan opening it? Mr. Carcerato, I post that leaving the cell would have been a piece of cake because you had the key. I don't get no stinking key. I didn't need one. It was a piece of cake. It was open. I'll try it out. Yes, I suppose next cell was by the point. There would have been no reason to lock it. And I went to examine it for myself. So perhaps when you today, it was truly unlocked because it was after the murder. But you had attempted seriously.
Yeah, the secretive footage shows when you tried and failed because it failed because Teddy caught you.
Which was during the circus performance your body was discovered. The cell was still locked at the time because no one knew that Mike had been killed there. Therefore, you must have a key to his cell on you. Without it, your escape would have been possible. Gah! Gah! Are you saying, could he really have? I believe he could, yes. The theft of the keys was in fact perpetrated by none other than Mr. Carcerato. He's the one who attacked the guard. But Night 2, how to gain possession of the guard's keys. It wasn't me, you lousy punk. I didn't even know this night guy. After you stole the keys, you went back to your cell to avoid suspicion. And then you waited for the perfect moment to escape from prison would be almost deserted. That's right, the moment of the show, just before the discovery of the body. Unluckily for you, that particular attempt was thwarted by your furry friend. Says who, huh? You got proof, Genius? This ain't your win yet, nah. Nike, no, you got out for the count, and everybody knows it. Don't play games with me. Nike was as much as the victim as the guardian. As a matter of fact, I have proved that Nike had been attacked in his cell. Attack in his cell. Not been. Because of that was happening. That was instantaneous. Sharp blade of some. Nothing here. Oh yeah. No.
Take that!
I have to prove.
Overruled.
Okay. This is that. I thought that Nike had been attacked in the cell. Oh yeah. We found traces of Nike's blood up there and cleanly white
Take that!
floor in his cell. What could possibly explain such a thing other than him being attacked? And it was you who attacked him. You ambushed the both of them and stole the keys. Ah. Why, Ada? What's with you, huh? That's newspaper wipe that blowed up good. Ain't no way you should have found it. Okay, but why did you think you had to wipe it out anyway? If they checked Nike's and the guard's hands, they would have seen those two never came to blows. But that blood will give you anyway, they don't figure there was a third man there. Plus, once they start sniffing around the floor, they found a tunnel in the half-bit. So you wipe up the blood to buy yourself a little more time so you could keep wait for a better opportunity. Sadly, the opportunity you sought wasn't good enough to get you clear to the prison, it seems. Now, hand over the key. Right. In the gesser! Kill. I was thinking. Bomb! Fine, you want keys? Here, I hope you check on them. Wait a moment, if Mr. Carcerato had the keys. Indeed, Your Honor. Your theory relies on Nike having used the keys. He allegedly stole to escape his cell. That was the only way he could have been able to enter Mr. Saint's cage and be moved to the workshop. Unfortunately for you, we now know that theory cannot possibly be true. I know. Guess this changes things up a bit, huh? Yeah? Now, the only person who could have moved Nike's body is the one person who knew about that tongue. No, you gotta be freaking. Mr. Carcerato, you're under arrest. Come quietly now, pal. Wait, you got the wrong guy. I didn't do nothing. Alright, fine. I knocked those two chumps out and I stole the keys. But after I went right back to my cell and waited for my moment, next time I went to Nike's cell and there was nobody around. And I mean nobody. Plus, his body was found in the workshop, yet think I just magic my way in there or something? I couldn't even have gotten out of my cell. Indeed, you only had the keys to Nike's cell. You couldn't have left your own cell back in the prison. But Mr. Canister could. What? It was not you but Helmut who moved the body from your cell to the workshop. I get it now. You're saying he wasn't the only con in this conspiracy. Indeed, one can easily imagine that Mr. Carcerato and Mr. Canis have worked together. Mr. Carcerato could have killed Nike and dragged him back to his cell. And then Mr. Canisdorf took him from there to the workshop. There are no restrictions on the animal's movement within the prison. Movement between the detention center and the prison proper, however, is tightly controlled. There was only one possible route, and only you could have taken advantage of it, Mr. Carcerato. How can you be so sure, huh? Maybe there's some more of them. You just don't know. Something tells me that digging even a single tunnel was arduous enough. You got that right. You tried scraping more than one hole in the dirt with a spoon. Lucky for me, I didn't have to dig the whole way. Somebody already did a bunch of work for me. What? You didn't dig the entire tunnel yourself? Nope. Found it when they put me in that cell. Ran all the way from the well in the earth already. Even looked down the well. Check it from here. It was the same tunnel, alright. I just had to make a good on what somebody else already started. Then what was the original tunnel for? Who knows? You're the ones with all the answers found. Maybe somebody else tried to break out. Oh, or maybe.
Oh, or maybe the animals stuck it. Like to get water from the well or something.
I've heard of more plausible scenarios than that in big great movies, okay? Well, strike it, and now water to be had down there. Though, come to think of it, a smell, yeah, always smell kinda nice down there. Nice? Gee, I don't know, smells sort of like a dessert, I guess. A sweet scent? That sounds very familiar. Where did we come across sweet scent before? The victim, maybe? Sweet scent. Detective Gums, you notice sweet smell when we are examining Nike's body. With the help of a police dog, we follow the scent of the body and traced the route back to the prison. And that, Mr. Carcerato, was how we found your tunnel. Could it be that the same sweet scent be what you noticed coming from the well? Very clever, Mr. Edgeworth.
You mean to suggest that this evidence of the body having been moved through the tunnel?
I do. Furthermore, Mr. Carcerato, you're the only person who could have done it. Nobody else had access.
You have our thanks, Mr. Carcerato. True. Finally, the truth comes into view. Now, unburden yourself at this time. Confess your role in this tragic incident.
What? You ain't pinning this on me? I'm glad to see that we are finally in agreement, Your Honor. Oh, shoot. If only you are aware, Mr. Edgeworth.
Carcerato may have been an accomplice, but not of Mr. Canis. No, he was working with Mr. Knight.
What the hell? What do you mean?
I do not believe that he moved Mr. Knight's body.
Hold it!
I believe that lent Mr. Knight the use of the case he stole. You gotta be kidding me? Granted, it seems likely that he attacked Mr. Knight, but that doesn't necessarily mean that Mr. Knight was knocked unconscious as a result. And what if he wasn't? What if he and Mr. Carcerato had reached a certain agreement?
What kind of agreement exactly?
Mr. Knight floating an escape for which he required a means of leaving the cell. And here was that precise means. In the form of the case Mr. Sarkerato had just stolen from the guard. Mr. Carcerado himself would need to pass through Mr. Knight's cell in order to effect his own escape. Mr. Knight needed only to shout and alert the guards, and Mr. Sarkrato's friends would be ruined. And so the two struck a deal.
The only striking I do is with my fist.
My, still you didn't eat?
Deny it.
Deny it?
So, you're agreeing that we still disagree? Sorry.
Mr. Knight had Mr. Carcerado unlock his cell so that when Mr. Saint arrived, he could escape into the cage. Mr. Saint was then able to move him into the prison proper, just as planned.
Aha! And then he took Mr. Knight to the workshop and did the dirty deed. Were neither of you listening? The scent on Knight's body proved that it was taken through the tunnel. It was moved from his cell to the...
Objection!
Perhaps if you would let me finish, Mr. Edward. I'm not denying that Mr. Knight's body was moved through the tunnel.
Then what are you driving at? Is this a trick question?
As you say, Mr. Edward, the sweetest scan shows the sweet scent shows the route the body took. However, it did not enter the tunnel from Mr. Knight's cell. Huh? Then how did it get down there? There is another possibility, one you seem to have overlooked. The well in the yard. Could a body not have entered the tunnel from there? The well in the yard? Oh yeah, that thing! Mr. Saint did not take the cage to the workshop. He took it outside. There, he took Mr. Knight and threw his body down the well. Mr. Connie's dog then dragged Mr. Knight's body here to his owner's cell from the bottom of the well. On that note, I would ask you to recall something. What was happening in the yard at the approximate time of the body discovery? The circus show, right? Regina and Simon were performing for everyone. Wait, it's Simon. Like what? Indeed. And so you see how it must also have been him who disposed of the body.
Judge Gabriel is a truly formidable opponent. She so effortlessly adjusted her theory to fit the facts.
I propose that Mr. Knight was taken to the yard, not the workshop. And as we have established, Mr. Saint was off stage for 15 minutes. Ample time to throw the body down the well. I am sure you will agree.
Your deduction is impressive, Your Honor. However, even supposing that Knight's body was indeed thrown down the well, you cannot conclusively say that it was during the show. It could have happened at a different time.
My sympathy is, Mr. Ichor, that it simply could not have.
What?
Mr. Carcerado was using the tunnel at around the time the show began. Mr. Carcerado, did you happen to trip over a corpse while you were down there? No, place was clean.
Ah,
If the body has been at the bottom of the well before the show began, Mr. Carcerado would have seen it. However, he saw no such thing, which makes it somewhat difficult to support your theory. Furthermore, Mr. Knight's body was discovered in the workshop after the show. In summary, the body must have been thrown down the well and moved to the workshop. Summary.
Kesimpulannya, harus kita gunakan karena biasanya so.
Okay. At some point during the show, tell me, who else could have done but Mr. Saint?
Ah!
What do we do, Mr. Edward?
If the body did indeed enter the tunnel from the well, things don't look good for Mr. Saint. Still, Your Honor, your theory is still just that, a theory, and I suppose that you lack the evidence to back it up.
I can't say that for the moment. I do not.
May I suggest that we investigate the earth again?
Very well. May the goddess of justice go with you.
Now then, to the earth. Perhaps you can finally put this case to the rest. Huh? What's that sound?
Yes. Is there a fire?
Did somebody else escape? Should we maybe skip town too?
Guys, please. There's nothing to be alarmed about. By which I mean that's not an alarm. It's the dinner bell. Although I suppose it is rather alarming if you aren't used to it. It certainly scared the heck out of me. I'm so sorry, sweetie. I hope you can forgive us. Alright, you two, back to your pots. Chup chup, chup chup, chup chup. And as for you, Robert Sacredo, it's time you went back to your room.
Yeah, fine. I get the picture. Come on, Teddy. We're out of here. Oh, sorry. Pardon, Lager. Would like to take one more look around the yard now.
Oh, darlings, don't you have homes of your own to go to?
Please.
Visiting hours are over. I'm afraid tomorrow.
No, it's imperative that we investigate it right away.
I think we've had quite enough excitement for one day, don't you? Murderers escapes so eventful.
Kalau duanya E-nya artinya B. Kalau satunya escapes.
time our Gus
Yes.
Gus
Yes, Tom.
Gus went home to bed in peace. Isn't it? Yes, yes, it is.
Ah,
Come on now, darling. Don't make me bore you with all that. I am the warden. This is an order. Nonsense. Warden Laggard is right. Her word is law here. And we must respect
her
her wishes.
wishes.
Mr. Edward, your investigation of the yard will have to wait until tomorrow. You may keep your badge for now. The matter of your standing can't wait.
Wait.
I bid you all good day. What are you waiting for, Kittikins? Off you go.
Fine, at least there's a tomorrow for me. Judge Cavill believes that Knight's body was dropped down the well and then taken through Mr. Carcerato's cell to the workshop. But is that truly the case? Do the facts really support her theory? She also seems to believe Mr. Sen had to be the one to move the body. But was he really the only one with the opportunity to do so?
Come on, Mr. Idiot, tomorrow's another day. We'll figure out a way to save Simon. I know we will.
Yes, we will. I will prove that Mr. Sen is innocent, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Alright, zero block. Siksa dito. Terakhir kalinya yang kita udah.
Gue kira terakhir.